everybody. Hello. Hi, it's Ms Brynn here. I'm at the Cazenovia Public Library, and I'm joining you today for our virtual story hour. Today is Tuesday, April 26th, and today's story time is going to be about poetry and rhymes. You might not know this, but April is Poetry Month, and Ms Brynn loves poetry. And I thought we should finish out the month with some poems and nursery rhymes and things that are fun to read in that way. So that's kind of what I thought we would do this week. All right, let's do our name song to get us started. You're gonna pat, clap, pat, clap. My name is Ms Brynn, Ms Brynn, Ms Brynn. My name is Ms Brynn. What is yours? That's when you're going to yell your name for me nice and loud. We're going to do it again, and every time I go like this, you get to say your name nice and loud. Are you ready? Let's do some more patting and clapping. Pat, clap. Your name is... Your name is... And you're my friend. I am glad you're here today. It's so nice to have our story time together when we can sing and read and just enjoy each other's company. Let's get started by shaking out our sillies, getting all of our wiggles out. You just start with your toes and wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your toes. Wiggle your feet and your legs. Wiggle your hips and your middle. Wiggle your arms and your hands and your fingers. Wiggle your shoulders, your neck, your head, very gently, right? My screen is just not where I want it. All right, do you have most of your wiggles out? Did you get your wiggles out? Let's do open, shut them. And then when we're all sat down, we'll start our first book. Get nice and comfy. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, slowly creep them right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open up your little mouth, but do not let them in. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Put them in your lap, lap, lap. Great job. Great job. We'll get started with our very first book. And that is this board book. My first real Mother Goose board book. Thought it was a good place to start. Most of us, the first poems and rhymes that we have heard in our life are Mother Goose rhymes. There are lots and lots of different Mother Goose rhymes, and some of them you might be familiar with, and some of them you might never have heard of before. Ms Brynn is a grown-up. I've been alive for a lot longer than you, and I still sometimes hear a nursery rhyme or a Mother Goose rhyme that I thought, I don't know if I've ever heard that before. So this one is called Ba Ba Black Sheep. If you know the rhyme and want to say it with me, you absolutely can. And if you don't know it, this is a good opportunity to learn it. Ba ba black sheep, have you any wool? Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, 1 for the little boy who lives down the lane. Nursery rhymes and rhymes in general have words that kind of sound alike in your mouth. So when they said wool and full, Dame and lane, those words sound similar in our mouths, so they kind of rhyme. Here's one you might know. Hush-a-bye, baby. Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall. Down will come baby, cradle and all. So lots of times nursery rhymes and Mother Goose rhymes have been put to song. Have you heard this one as a song? Yeah, let's sing it together. Hush-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. When the wind blows, the cradle will rock. When the bough breaks, the cradle will fall, and down will come baby, cradle and all. Yeah. This one is called Jack. Jack, be nimble. Jack, be quick. Jack, jump over the candlestick. Goosey, goosey, gander. Goosey, goosey, gander, where dost thou wander? Upstairs and downstairs and in my lady's chamber. Other thing about Mother Goose rhymes is that some of them have been around a long time. Dost and thou, those are words we don't really use anymore. And they mean do and you. Where do you wander? Here's one you might know. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. This one's called To Market. To market, to buy a fat pig. Home again, jiggity jig. To market, to buy a fat hog. Home again, jiggity jog. To market, to buy a plum bun. Home again, market is done. This is one that is sometimes played as a game. How fun is that? It's called Ring Around the Rosies. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. If you've never played the game Ring Around the Rosie before, you just hold hands with your friends and you spin in a circle, and then you sing the song, Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, and then you all fall down to the ground and say, we all fall down. It's a fun one. This poem is called Five Toes, and I bet you know this one too. This little pig went to market. This little pig stayed home. This little pig had roast beef. This little pig had none. And this little pig said, wee, 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 all the way home. This is one I know you know. We've done this at story time before. This is 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, knock on the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a good fat hen. For baby. You shall have an apple, you shall have a plum, you shall have a rattle when Papa comes home. So the last one that we're going to do from this book, it's called Sleep, Baby, Sleep. Sleep, baby, sleep, down where the woodbines creep. Be always like the lamb so mild, a kind and sweet and gentle child. Sleep, baby, sleep. This was my first real Mother Goose board book. It's put out by Scholastic, and it doesn't have an author because a lot of these rhymes are very old and we don't know who wrote them. But this is by Scholastic. So that's kind of an idea of some of the Mother Goose rhymes. And we have another book with other Mother Goose rhymes in it that we're going to do next. And then we have a picture book. So if you're not feeling the rhymes, it's okay. We do have a picture book in just a little bit. I really like Mother Goose rhymes, and I've talked about this before. And grown-ups, if you're listening, Mother Goose rhymes are something that used to be very important as a primer for children in learning language, especially because the rhyme and the cadence and everything is really good for our learning of how to speak. If you don't have a copy of a book of Mother Goose rhymes, of course, please come check out at the library. We have lots of different books here, but there's also lots of cool ones available online, as well as videos that are really fun. I personally, when my children were toddlers and preschoolers, I really enjoyed the series Mother Goose Club, which is on some streaming services and also available on YouTube. And they kind of act out all of these wonderful Mother Goose rhymes, which makes them very accessible and very fun and makes you want to repeat them. It's a good way to acquire more language. All right, my friends, how about we do our springtime sit-down song? We are still in spring. We're in the middle of spring. We are in the middle of this kind of wild weather, right? We have had a really nice day, and then today we have kind of a rainier day. Do you want to check the weather first before we do our springtime song? We probably should, right? Get your binoculars ready. Let's go check our weather. What's the weather like today? Like today, like today. What's the weather like today outside your window? Take your binoculars and run to your window and let's check the weather. I think Ms Brynn kind of gave it away. Yesterday was so beautiful and sunny and warm, and today is a little bit gray. It's a little bit gray outside my window here. It was raining a little bit earlier. Is it still raining at your house? Yeah, some houses we have some rain and some houses are just gray and a little chillier. That's what springtime is, my friends. That's what springtime is. Let's do our springtime sit-down song, and then we'll go into the next book of Mother Goose rhymes. All right? So it's down, down, raindrops fall. You're going to be the rain, and then you're going to grow some flowers on your lap. Ready? Down, down, raindrops fall, so the flowers can grow tall. Let's do it one more time. Down, down, raindrops fall, so the flowers can grow tall. Oh, let me see. What kind of beautiful flowers do we have today? If you have blue flowers, wave them in the air. Let me see your blue flowers. If you have red flowers growing out of your lap, hold them up high now. Let me see red flowers. Nice. If you have yellow flowers, if you have yellow flowers on your lap, wave them way up high. Very nice, my friends. If you have any other color of flowers, maybe they're pink or purple or gold or orange. If you have any other color flower, hold them up high and wave them for me. Very, very nice. We are a beautiful garden of flowers, aren't we? Ms Brynn's daffodils are just starting to open up in front of her house, and they are beautiful yellow flowers. And so today I was yellow flowers. Very nice. All right, our next Mother Goose book is called Snuggle Up with Mother Goose. This one is edited by Iona Opie and illustrated by Rosemary Wells. Rosemary Wells is one of my favorite authors and illustrators, so that's why I picked this book, Snuggle Up with Mother Goose. Wait, first one says, wake up, baby, day's a breaking, peas in the pot, and a hoe cake baking. Second one says, donkey, donkey, old and gray, open your mouth and gently bray, lift your ears and blow your horn, to wake the world this sleepy morn. I'm going to move that closer so you can see that donkey picture. Bluebells, cockle shells, Evie ivy over. Mother's in the kitchen, doing a bit of stitchin'. Baby's in the cradle, playing with a rattle. A rickety stick, a walking stick. 1, 2, 3. Dance to your daddy, my little baby. Dance to your daddy, my little lamb. You shall have a fishy in a little dishy. You shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Rain on the green grass, rain on the tree, rain on the housetop, but not on me. What a great springtime poem, right, my friends? That's exactly how I feel. Let's read it one more time. Rain on the green grass and rain on the tree, rain on the housetop, but not on me. That's perfect. Wash the dishes, wipe the dishes, ring the bell for tea. 3 good wishes, 3 good kisses, I will give to thee. Thee is another one of those old-timey words, sometimes in poems and rhymes. Thee means you. I will give to you. Cross patch, draw the latch, sit by the fire and spin. Take a cup and drink it up, then call your neighbors in. Mademoiselle, she went to the well. She didn't forget her soap and towel. She washed her hands and wiped them dry. She said her prayers and jumped up high. Mademoiselle is a French word for miss. So this is a young girl. Hush-a-bye, baby, they're gone to milk. Lady and milkmaid all in silk. Lady goes softly and maid goes slow. Round again, round they go. Here's one that I recited when we did story time a couple weeks ago. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John, went to bed with his trousers on. 1 shoe off and 1 shoe on. Diddle diddle dumpling, my son John. Do you remember what I said trousers were? What are trousers, my friend? Yeah, they're pants. Trousers are pants. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, rapping at the window, crying through the lock. Are the children all in bed? For now it's 8 o'clock. Here's one I know you know as well. This is a great one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yeah. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. So that's the rhyme. Would you like to sing the song with me before we finish the rest of this book? Let's do it. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Ms Brynn had like a croaky voice for a second there. Here's another one with stars. This is starlight, star bright. First star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. I see the moon, and the moon sees me. God bless the moon, and God bless me. That's the end of this book, which was Snuggle Up with Mother Goose, edited by Iona Opie, and illustrated by Rosemary Wells. Okay. Did our weather and we did our season. I think maybe we need to get up and shake some of ourselves out again. It's a tired, grumpy, gloomy, gray day. I think we need to do maybe, what do you think about head, shoulders, knees, and toes? It's another one that rhymes, right? And then it'll get us up and moving around a little bit. Okay? You stand up. I'm just going to move back so you can see more of my body. And we're going to do head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Awesome. Let's do it again. Let's see if we can do it a little bit faster. Ready? Okay. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. My one hand got a little bit behind there. Let's see if we can do it even faster. Can you do it even faster? Let's try. Ready? Set. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Whew. That's hard, right? When we get all silly. All right, well, we're still standing. Why don't we do If You're Happy and You Know It? Let's try to keep ourselves nice and cheerful on this gray day. Okay. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, and you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! If you're happy and you know it, you really want to show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Hooray! Oh, good job. Good job. We got a lot of sillies out then. I'm excited to read this next book to you because it's also very, very silly. So have a little sit down and we will read Mother Bruce. The other two books we read today were about Mother Goose and the Mother Goose rhymes. Excuse me, I got a little tickle in my throat. Let me have a sip of my water. Oh, sorry about that, my friends. Okay, Mother Bruce is the name of this book. It is by Ryan T. Higgins. And this one is not a poetry book. It's just a plain old picture book. Plain old, I said, like I don't love a good picture book. Mother Bruce. Bruce was a bear who lived all by himself. He was a grump. He did not like the rain. He did not like sunny days. He did not like cute little animals. Oh, Bruce. Bruce only liked one thing: eggs. He collected them from all over the forest. Good morning, Mrs. Sparrow. But Bruce didn't eat raw eggs like other bears. Instead, he cooked them into fancy recipes that he found on the internet. One day, Bruce came across a recipe for hard-boiled goose eggs drizzled with honey salmon sauce. So he went out to get the ingredients. First, he caught a few salmon. Then, he collected honey from a local beehive. He liked to support local businesses, you see. Last, he went to Mrs. Goose's nest to pay her a visit. Are these eggs free-range, organic? At home, Bruce prepared the eggs for hard boiling. But the fire in his stove fizzled. So he went out to get some more wood. When Bruce came back, he was met with an unwelcome surprise. Excuse me. What kind of surprise do you think Bruce might have found when he came back to his eggs? Oh, that's a good thought. We'll see. Let's turn the page and see. Mama! Bruce became the victim of mistaken identity. Bruce wanted hard-boiled eggs, not goslings. He supposed he could settle for buttered goslings on toast. But for some reason, he lost his appetite. Gosling is the word for baby goose. Bruce scooped up the little geese and stomped right back to their nest. I will have to ask Mrs. Goose for her return policy. Only to find that Mrs. Goose had flown south early. Bruce left the goslings there anyway and went back home. Mama, Mama. But he was followed. Bruce was very stern and said things like, go away, and I'm not your mother, and I liked you better when you were eggs. He is pretty grumpy, isn't he? Roar! Bruce could take it no longer and became extra grumpy with them. Look at him roaring. It didn't work. Goslings always follow their mother, even if she is a he and he is a bear. Mama, Mama. Look, they followed him all the way up the tree. Bruce was stuck with them. He tried to make the best of it. It was hard work. Painting with the goslings. He's carrying them on a backpack. Here he's trying to feed them. Blech. Ew. Yuck. There, they're all taking a nice nap. As the seasons passed, Bruce watched the pesky goslings grow older. Annoying baby geese. Stubborn teenage geese, boring adult geese. Do you see how silly it is? Those teenager geese are listening to music with headphones. So silly. Then, one fall afternoon, he saw other goose families flying south. Finally, he'd be rid of those geese, and he could take a long winter nap. Bruce explained migration, but they didn't listen. Bruce needed the geese to leave, so he got creative. He's going to slingshot them into the air. That doesn't seem very safe. Nothing worked. The geese would not leave Bruce. Sigh. So Bruce decided to pack some bags and take his geese into town. They boarded a bus and migrated to Miami. Now every winter, Bruce and his geese head south together. They laze about on the beach in tacky shirts, sipping ice-cold lemonade, while Bruce dreams of new recipes. Recipes that don't hatch. And that's the end. One of the geese has a little baby turtle next to it that's saying mama. Oh dear. This book was called Mother Bruce, and it was by Ryan T. Higgins. I wanted to end with that book. A friend of mine here at the library actually shared that book with me, and I just thought, gosh, that book is too funny. Too funny not to share. We're at the end of our time, my friends, so I'm going to do our goodbye song. But on Thursday when we get together, I'll make sure that we do our days of the week and our month songs, since we did not get to do them today. Okay? I will see you again on Thursday. Let's do our goodbye song. This. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. See you next time. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye. Oh, like that's goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. See you next time. Goodbye, friends. Bye, everybody. I will see you on Thursday. Have a great afternoon.